Well, good morning, everybody. It Travels with Dottie here, and I was actually not going to do a video today. I was going to take a day off from doing a video. I have a few of them stacked up, ready to go, so I wouldn't miss a day. So I was just going to go into town and do a couple of quick errands, and it turned into a sort of a longer thing. Let me tell you what happened. I've been struggling with heartburn. And heartburn to the point where I having trouble sleeping, having trouble falling asleep and waking up with the heartburn. And I've tried all the over-the-counter stuff and nothing seems to work. And a friend of mine, I mentioned it to a friend and they said, hey, I described exactly what was happening, how long it's been going on. And they said, my doctor prescribed this medication. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what medication is it, because there's just so much controversy over, I don't want to read the comments. That's bad for you. Don't do that. Do this. Don't do this. Change your diet. I just please no, don't. This is a good healthcare story. And it doesn't matter what my illness was or what the medication is for this to be a good story. So he said, why don't you try my med for one? Just take it before dinner. And it worked. It friggin' worked. It was like a miracle. And nothing else had really worked. And I said, well, I need to get a prescription. And a couple of years ago, I went through Dr. Say's, S-A-Y-S. It's online doctor's appointments. And there's limits. They can only do sort of lightweight medications. They can't do like painkillers, anything like that. But they did my diuretic for my when I got diagnosed right at the start of retirement with hypertension. And it's funny, this is a good story about Dr. Say's too, because I had gone to an urgent care clinic and that's where they diagnosed the hypertension. I cut my finger, I needed stitches. So I went there and they diagnosed me with high blood pressure and they wrote me a prescription. And I'm sorry, I can't remember what it was, but it was only short term. She said, I'm not your regular doctor, so I can only do one prescription. You need to get if you don't have a regular doctor, you need to get one. So I signed up for Dr. Say's that day. And I called for an appointment and I described what happened. I told him the medication. I hadn't picked up the medication and I described the medication, the dosage, and he says, do not take that medication. And he said, it is way, way overkill for you. I'm gonna give you the first line medication we gave at the lowest dose. And it's just a diuretic, and we're gonna try that. And it worked. And in the meantime, I picked up the prescription, and I don't know, it was done. I figured you fill your prescription, you gotta go at least pay for it. So I did, and I took the bottle home. And here's what happened. I went through my first prescription of what he gave me, and I forgot to refill it. And I got him. I'm out of pills. I will take one of the ones that the other doctor gave me that he said I shouldn't take. And I took it. And I remember a while after I take it, I was on the edge of the bed and I bent over to tie my shoe or something and I woke up on the floor. I passed out. And the next time I talked to that doctor, I told him what happened. He said, Rob, I tried to tell you. That was too strong a blood pressure medication, and it dropped your blood pressure so low that when you exerted yourself, you passed out. You went unconscious. And I'm like, wow. That was pretty good advice. So I hadn't used them in a long time because that simple medication, the diuretic, I was able to get in Mexico for like pennies. So I would get it in Mexico every year. So I went back to Dr. Say's, and it's like I had to re-up and, you know, repay again. It's like, the subscription's like $9 every, it's $3 a month, and you pay every 3 months, $9, and then every doctor's appointment's $25. That's not bad. So it's a different doctor this time. So I talked to the doctor, and he immediately, after he asked me a bunch of questions and looked at my history, he said, I'll do it. I'll give you a prescription for it. And oh, the best part, I skipped the best part. I put my new credit card information and everything, and it says, I clicked on make an appointment, and I clicked on first available now. It says now. I said, okay, so I clicked on it. In a minute or two later, my phone rang. It was the doctor. It was immediate. So we had this conversation. He said, okay, I'll take care of it. And I swear that 5 minutes later, I get a ding, Walmart saying your prescription's ready, and it's $8.99. So that means I have to go to Walmart in Parker today. So that explains why I'm going to do a video today. I'm not going to do the stuff in Quartzsite. I may just put on the camera the run through town, see what town looks like, but in a little bit of what it looks like to make the like 45-minute drive from Quartzsite to Parker. And then I'll show you the Walmart, what the inside of the Walmart looks like in Parker, and the layout. So you're familiar if you come up here. And I think that's going to be pretty much my plan for the video today. Anyway, right now I'm at the water station, and I'm going to do another water test. So I'll see you probably on the way to Parker. Okay, if you were curious, this is the third test, and if you've been following me, the first one, I said the copper was way high. That was an anomaly, clearly, because the next two, the copper, were every single category on here is well within limits, except for sodium chloride, salt, and I called the first one, the first test at 500 parts per million, which is way over what it should be. The max is 250. The second day I called it 250. And today I'm going to have to call it 500 again. Even 250, you know, if you do any research on it, anyone that has high blood pressure that's sensitive to salt intake should not be drinking water with 250 parts per million of sodium. And no one should be drinking water, I think, with 500. And you tell me what you think. Look at the strip is next to the scale here. Well, it's probably too bright for you to see. But it's right above my finger there. The strip is on the side of the bottle, and I think it matches up very well to the 500 versus the 250. So again, I think we have a definite sodium issue with the water in La Posa South. I think, you know, I may stop by the office if it's open and ask them if they have water test results. And just to be fair, see, because they're not published online. So I'll see if maybe they give them out to test results. Or I'll ask them if they're published somewhere that I'm not seeing. So I think they're open. I'm going to go ahead and ask, and I'll let you know. Okay, this is it's pretty crazy and exciting. So I went to the office here to ask about the testing. There was a man and a woman in there on duty in the office, and I was greeted with, "Hey, it's Travels with Dottie." I'm like, "You know who I am?" She goes, "Yeah, I watch all your videos." And the guy behind her, he kind of ducks down and looks at me. He says, "I do too. We love your channel." Just amazing. So I told them what I was trying to do, and they didn't have publicized test results there, but they gave me a number to call down in Yuma at the office. And what they did tell me is they're primarily concerned with chlorine levels. They do chlorine testing because they add chlorine to the water, and they really need to make sure that they're within these acceptable limits for safety. So that's the main test they say they do. And I asked about the sodium, and they weren't surprised. They'd heard high sodium levels before, and they said they don't test for the sodium as frequently. But so then I left and I went in the car and I called down to the Yuma field office, talked to a very nice woman, and she put me in. She said she didn't know if the test results were public or not, but she put me in touch with the public relations person. And what I told her what I was trying to do, and and I assured her that I'm a very supportive BLM person, and at worst, I was going to say, hey, if you drink the water and you have hypertension and you're sensitive to salt, be aware of these levels. But I really want to clear that, get someone at the BLM to say, hey, we're okay with you saying that. Or they may say, can you read our statement or say what we say about it? So before I do a video on this, I'm going to talk to the public relations person down there, say what I want to do, and if they want to have me repeat a statement from them on the sodium levels and their testing, whatever they want to do, I'll repeat whatever they say. And if they feel really super strongly that I don't do it and that they don't feel my testing is accurate because it's, a kit I bought on Amazon.com, and I probably won't do the video, but we'll see. I'll let you know. So the jury is still out on the sodium levels being accurate with this guy spent, $28 on Amazon that don't make this guy a scientist, right? So anyway, I'll see ya when we're on the way up to Parker, and I promise I'll turn the camera around so you can see that way, there, not here. Okay, so the first stop here today, roll the windows down for Dottie, is going to be Family Dollar. And I'm showing you this because I haven't showed you Family Dollar yet. It's right across from Patty's. Patty's Propane. You've heard me talk about my enthusiasm for Patty's Propane. There it is in the Scooters Cafe is right there across the street. So we also have a video on that. But here's the Family Dollar. It's right next to Coyote Fresh. And we need our phone because guess what? Our phone has our shopping list on it. And if we don't go with our shopping list, we're not going to do very well. Trust me. I will miss stuff that I need and buy stuff I don't need. I need some self-discipline. Make sure, I thought I heard it. You probably heard it. I heard it. But just to make sure that it's locked. I don't care about the truck. I care about the dog. Somebody steals my truck with my dog in it.
Hello.
Hey. I'm going to be upset about the dog, not the truck. So we'll get a basket. All right.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. So cat food is on the list.
Red it is. Just push her out of the way. Don't let it roll.
All right. I see cat food.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I can get by. And we have all kinds of cat food here, but weight and hairball care. It's got George written all over it. So soap. Soap, soap, soap. Probably near the pharmacy, I would think. Here's soap, but not the kind of soap I'm looking for. Yeah, not the kind I'm looking for. Health and beauty. I think I'm getting close. Hair care. Toothpaste. I'm getting warm. I can feel it. I wanted to shut it off in there because one, people think I'm crazy. They think I'm talking to myself. And two, who wants to see themselves standing in line for like 10 minutes on a YouTube channel? Not me and not them. So I think I solved the elusive bag problem. Here's the kitty. Here's the bag. Here's what I'm going to do about the bag problem. So there is my t-shirt. And somewhere in there, and socks and everything. There you go. And here's my towel. There's my solution. What do you think? What do you think, Dottie? Dottie agrees. It's the right solution for the right price. Free, right? Right, Dottie? So, you know, you might notice how lucky I got with Dottie because she sits patiently in a vehicle when I'm gone, doesn't bark, rests, doesn't get overly excited, and make sure I'm recording. I am recording. The other thing, hang on a second. I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on again. So I turned it off because I wanted to reset this to do what they call horizon balancing, where it doesn't like get crooked when you're walking around, because I noticed that was a little distracting the other day. And I also wanted to turn down the resolution because I noticed, why is it taking so long for my videos to render and upload? Well, it's because I accidentally changed the setting to record it like 4K, which is beautiful footage, but it's not great for 1080p is just fine for YouTube. And I don't have to wait as long. So anything that cuts down on me having to wait or do stuff is good because it means it's not a job. As long as it's not a job or seem like a job, I'm going to keep doing it because it's fun. So I didn't put I could put this up so you could see the street better, but we're only going a block or so. We're going to Main Street Laundry, where we're going to start laundry and we're going to get a shower. So it's right up here. There's more than one laundry place in town, to be sure, but this is definitely by far the largest one, and it's always clean, always dependable. There's a little cafe, which I probably won't go in today. I'll do it some other time where I'll introduce you to the owner. But the cafe is called Basics. If you like biscuits and gravy, I suggest you pay her a visit at Basics. The cafe here is part of the laundry. She's got a little RV park going too. She's got it all going here. So let's see. Dottie, are you going to be okay? Yeah, Dottie's going to be okay. It's cool outside. So we don't need the sweatshirt anymore. It's 10 o'clock and it's warm enough. So we'll take that off. And I'm going to grab my showering stuff and my laundry stuff. So the first thing we'll do is get the washer going, and then we'll go and take a shower. Maybe I'll go into the cafe because I'm going to have some extra time. But here we are. And when you come in here, grab one of those baskets if you need it out here, because they're not inside, they're out here. Campulence man.
Yay!
Rob,
Dottie.
travels with Dottie.
Yay!
Hey, nice to meet you. Is it okay if you're on my video?
Absolutely.
Man, I love your stuff.
Oh,
I met you once a couple years ago, but you have no reason to remember.
excuse me.
I was just starting my YouTube channel.
We're out here.
Yeah. I ran into you in Roadrunner just a couple years ago,
Oh, okay.
for just real briefly.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan, and
Thank you.
I copy a lot of your stuff, a lot of your style. Let me give you a card.
How's it working out for you?
I'm going to hit 7,000 subscribers pretty soon,
Outstanding.
and I'm actually, to my shock, I'm making decent money on it.
Good.
So check it out. Check it out. Good to meet you.
See
Yeah.
ya.
All right, we are here. They have changed things. They took out a lot of machines. Maybe they're getting new ones. Wow.
Good offshore.
Amazing. So there's 1, 2, like 3 rows of machines missing, so they must be getting new ones. Now, all the machines are in use. Appreciate that.
It happens fast if you don't jump in.
All right, that was very nice. So what you didn't see here that I cut out in the video was this machine, every machine was taken, and this very nice woman on this machine said she could tell I was a bit surprised at how busy it was. And she said, it's gonna be this busy all day. You need to wait. And she said, I'm about to finish this one, so you can have this machine. She's so nice. But I did not ask her permission to be on the channel, so I cut that part out. I don't like to do, you notice with Campulence Man, and I'll put if you're not familiar with his channel, I'm gonna put a link to his channel there so you can see his. I really like his channel a lot. All right, we got so like I asked him, if I have an interaction on camera, I'm going to ask for the person's permission to air it. And often people aren't comfortable. It's understandable. They don't want to be on YouTube. All right.
Yeah, well, I thought that was hilarious.
It's crazy.
Everything was okay back then.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, we are in number 9. Almost down to the end. Number 9, they give you a key. And you come in, turn on the light, and this is what you get. Hang that up there. And I'm not going to show you this whole thing, so for obvious reasons, I'll be right back. All right, here I am, fresh and clean. And I should have given you the tour before I took my shower and messed things up. There's a couple of things that I either didn't notice last year or they're new. They give you a towel and a washcloth. The washcloth is used and it's in there, but it's neatly folded right here. There's a little soap, a little shampoo thing, and a little thing that's all wet now but to step out on. And here's what the shower looks like, and nice, good pressure, very good hot water. And I would rate the cleanliness as absolutely spotless and as perfect can be. And here's the washcloth, I'll put it out here. And I'm sure they'll replace everything. There's a 20 minutes and plenty of time for me. I doubt I was more than 10 minutes. So somewhere is the key. What did I do with the key? It's right here. Okay, so we got all our stuff. Shut everything down and we'll turn the key and see how our watch is doing. I'm sure there's a lot of time left on it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You too. So I got 12 minutes left. So that's enough time to go say hi at Basics. We'll drop everything here. It turns out I didn't need the towel. I didn't need the soap. So I don't need something to carry my stuff in because all you need to bring is $11 and they have everything else. Can you imagine that? All right, we'll stick that in there. And we'll go by and I'll show you Basics. And I would eat something, but I'm just not hungry. Bad idea to eat when you're not hungry. Unless, you know, something's wrong and it's been too long. Have some protein or something, but remember when my caretaker took me to the doctor's office when I was a little boy and said, I'm worried about him. He went to the doctor's, he's not eating. And the doctor said he could go a month without eating.
I'll be right with everyone.
There she is. Travels with Dottie. I know you two.
Yep.
I donate for guitar lessons for you at every concert. I'm shooting a YouTube video. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and say where you're going to be playing in Quartzsite?
Tracy.
You look great. Are you kidding me?
There we go. We're in the cream and tell me when. That's it. Okay. Save for the other one. Got it. Sure.
These two are my favorite entertainers.
And this is Mark, our bass player. He's here today too.
All right. And you're going to be at Beer Bellies
today.
today, but all winter, right?
Yeah, all winter.
Long.
Yep.
And then the name of your band is?
Cassandra Long Band.
Cassandra Long Band. And there's a great website out there. And it's CassandraLongBand.com,
Yep.
correct? And on there is all their appearances everywhere.
Yes.
So check that out. I'll put a link in the description. C-Dubs is a good friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
our
and
merch
Deborah I've known for
Yep.
30 years, so you
love
always
her too.
kind of see me sitting in the background with them.
Yay, super cool.
And
Thank you.
she does a Dolly Parton that you will not believe.
Oh, thank you.
I walked up one time and I said, well, they're not playing. They're playing because they're playing Dolly Parton. They must be on a break. And I walked in and it was you.
That was me?
It's awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
Oh, let me give you a card for my YouTube channel.
Thank you. It's so much fun. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It was fun.
I'll come in when it's less busy sometime to talk to you for this season. I just wanted to poke in here. I had a great shower. And I've lost some weight. Yeah. And you're getting new washers, I see. Are they late? They must be late, huh?
In Phoenix, but they screwed up on the bases, and so they had to rebuild the bases. So I don't know when they're coming.
Oh,
Hopefully
bummer.
this week, because we're going to be
You're going to be slamming soon.
slamming already.
This is the place for biscuits and gravy, let me tell you.
Yes.
I'll see you later.
Thank you. All right.
So running into great people in Quartzsite is what Quartzsite's all about. The Cassandra is an amazing, amazing singer. And if you get a chance and you're in Quartzsite, look up when she's going to be playing at Beer Bellies and go there and hang out, have a beer and a hamburger, and listen to them sing. And the joke about the guitar lessons is, I don't know how I got started, but I would put money in the tip jar for guitar lessons, which is actually, in reality, the very last thing that he needs. He doesn't need guitar lessons. He's amazing. But it's a pretty funny joke. 7 minutes left. All right, guys, we're on our way to Parker, and I'm at Central in Maine in Quartzsite, and I am going to start the timer, and I'll tell you exactly how long it takes to get from here in the center of Quartzsite to Walmart in Parker. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the road here because there are just a couple of things I want to point out to you. Up here on the right, you see right there is Arizona Financial Credit Union, and they have an ATM that I use there. There are other ATMs, so it's the one I use. And it doesn't seem, I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, it doesn't seem to work on Sundays, but it's worked every other day for me. So I don't really understand that. That could have been just bad timing for me every Sunday I went there. RV Pit Stop is an icon here for propane and dump station and water. That's RV Pit Stop on the right. And there's a newer one up here on the left. And it's a little hard to spot, but when we come up here, I think all those flags, vertical flags up there in the left mark it, because I think they realized it was hard to spot. So there they are right there with the blue and ice, and the propane's $3.09 a gallon. That's a good price. And so there's another one in there. And Quail Run RV Park is pretty well known. RV park, very nice place. And then there's JR's RV Park, where friends stay, it says. That's their motto. And I want you to see this up here on the left. Not here, but up a little further. It's Split Rail RV Park. I'm looking for something else, though, that I'm not seeing. Oh, well. I think I must have passed it. I'll catch it next time. But the other thing before I shut this off I want you to see is the transfer station. So if you need a place to dump trash, you need to look up when their hours are. I don't know off the top of my head, but there's specific days and hours. If they're open, it's free. It's up on the left here a little ways. There'll be a sign. And right after that, I'm going to shut this off and I'm going to turn it back on the couple of turns that we need to make we're on 95 North now. There are a couple of turns that we need to make to get to the Walmart, and I'm going to turn it back on and show you each one of those turns. But I'm guaranteed this is it up here. The green sign up here with the arrow pointing to the left is refuse transfer station. You turn right here. And I'll see you at the next turn. We'll be mostly there by the time we get there. All right, well, here's the first turn here. You're hitting the Parker city limits, but we still got a ways to go. This is the intersection. The Arizona 72 comes in here, and 95, you make a left-hand turn at this stoplight, and you'll be following 95. I want to show you the intersection up here. It's just easy to remember. Just keep going north on 95, and it'll show you Phoenix to the right, Parker and Lake Havasu to the left. Make the left. That's pretty much all there is to it. We'll see you on the next turn. All right, we've arrived in Parker proper, and I just wanted to show you a few of the businesses that are here that you might be interested in. Before we get to Walmart, we're at 36 minutes and 29 seconds here. And keep in mind, I've gone exactly the speed limit. So the first place of interest up here, I think, is there's a Ford dealership here. So if you need a Ford dealership, there's one up here in Parker. It's on your left up here. That's certainly not available on Quartzsite. And up is coming, this is our second turn. Up here on the right, there's another Arizona Financial Bank. There's a Pizza Hut on the left here. I see Early Bird Cafe over there. I don't know anything about it, but it looks interesting enough to me to try it. And there's a Starbucks right in front of us, right in the Terribles. And if you don't want to go someplace named Terribles, just keep in mind it's a chain in Nevada, Arizona. They do casinos and kind of big gas stations and stuff. They're a good company. And I'm not going to go all the way, but if you go just past where we're going to turn for Walmart, on the left will be the Blue Water Casino. It's on the Colorado River. I'll be taking you there on Thursday, where everybody in camp is going to go there for the $25 Thanksgiving buffet. Last year, we did the $25 buffet for Thanksgiving. There's a Domino's Pizza, by the way, on the left. And Domino's Pizza, or excuse me, the buffet, $25 for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And we're just, Spanky's RV and Marine is on the left here. I've been in there a couple of times. The prices were not as good as RV Lifestyles. There's a McDonald's and a Taco Bell, Jack in the Box on the right here. And Walmart is coming up on the left, but also on the right, I believe, is a Safeway. Yep, Safeway on the right and McDonald's on the left. You want to go up to this, off in the distance, there's a sign for the Blue Water Casino. So it's kind of, you go through this intersection, you'll hit Blue Water Casino, but we're making a left here into Walmart. And I'm going to mark the time as we pull into our parking space in the Walmart, so you know precisely how much time it's going to take you to get to Walmart from the center of Quartzsite. So just so you know, if you're coming from La Posa South, you're going to, if you're way back in there, you're going to maybe add 10 or 15 minutes to this. However long it takes you to get to the middle of the Quartzsite from your campsite, add it on to this time. But then again, if you're in a BLM north of on 95 north of Quartzsite, it'll subtract how much time it takes you to get to the middle of the Quartzsite. It's pretty busy here, and if you think this is busy, wait until you come up here in December and January. You think it's busy. Holy mackerel. And guys, as I make the turn here, look at all these RVs. parking lot. So just like coming into Quartzsite to do errands, bring your patients with you. Full stop there. Boy, I guess he didn't like the way I made my left-hand turn there very much. You're not going to find an abundance of patient, nice people at Parker. It's a little different out there. So here's, someone that just doesn't know. They're driving the wrong way, right? You see, they're driving the opposite of the way they should be, but it's okay. We can handle that. We'll pull in right here. People make mistakes. Okay, guys, 42 minutes, 13 seconds is how long it takes. That's it. All right, we are going to transfer this bad boy to give you an idea of the layout of the Walmart here. So maybe you'll be a little bit ahead of the curve if you come up here. And just to remind you, I'm just coming up here to the pharmacy. There is a pharmacy in Quartzsite that I could have used. I didn't. And I could have done by mail, but I didn't. I think I came in the outdoor. In fact, I'm sure that's what I did. Okay, again, don't do what I do. I know the pharmacy's over here. People are... Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off for picking up. So maybe less than, I'd say 3 minutes it took me to get my prescription. So there is one thing I want to buy here, if they have it, over I love this seafood salad. It's imitation crab salad. And I know it'll take a little longer. We'll see if they have it. I'm hoping they have it. And they have this, but it's terrible. I want this and they don't have any. But maybe next time. So that's it for Walmart. This is kind of the layout. The food's to your left, pharmacy to the right.
It's not a bit.
And I will tell you that I appreciate you watching this video. I hope to whittle it down to sort of a manageable length. Lots of stuff happened, and lots of video for a day I didn't intend on doing a video. That's how things roll. I'll thank you. I'm grateful for you watching. I'll see you tomorrow.